Hello, my friends, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today you are greeted by the cute little face of puppy number 1, who I am calling Cassandra, both for my friend Cassandra and also Cassandra Peters, the actress of Elvira is named Cassandra Peters. So it works out in both ways because I do have a tendency to name my pets after generally older movie stars, but in this case, I felt I'd kill two birds with one stone. And you can see, I know it looks like her face is messy, but what that is her little nose is starting to turn black. All that pink around her nose and lips will actually turn black over the next few weeks. They're all starting to get that on their faces, but she is up to 12 ounces officially now, so she is getting big. Here's a side view where you can see a little more of the brown on her cheeks coming in. She's getting a little brown eyebrow, looking cute. Actually, that might have been puppy number 2. And this is why I think it might be puppy number 2. I think that was actually puppy number 2. No, that was puppy number 1. Never mind. That was Cassandra. This is puppy number 2, who we are going to call Betty, after Betty White, mostly because her back's all white and Betty White was awesome. So if you disagree, that's a whatever. Again, you can see the little black spots coming up on her nose. It's looking so cute. Here is Grace molesting the puppy while I'm trying to get pictures. You can barely see her nose right there. She's getting better, but she's still not particularly happy with me. Here is puppy number 3, and with her older brother back there in the background. That's Sydney that you see there. But you see her nose is turning a little more black than the rest. Puppy number 2 is up to, what did I say? Was it 11 ounces? Yeah, puppy number 2 is up to 11 ounces. Betty is up to 11 ounces. This is Carolyn, after Carolyn Jones, or the actress of Morticia Addams. And her nose is blackening nicely in the cute little browns. And as I think I said, she's up to 10 ounces now. And then you have our little Yvonne DiCarlo, or the actress named for Lily Munster. And Grace just was not getting out of the way at this stage. And this one was not letting me take her picture. So I know we haven't had a picture of her in a few days, but damn was she fighting. She is up over 8 ounces now. Still a long ways to go for her. She's a tiny little girl, but she's definitely growing at a nice pace. They're gaining, it seems, about an ounce a day right now, maybe just a little under an ounce a day, which is a good normal pace for their ages. And there you can see Alex in the background lounging on the chair. And for today's topic, we have a little bit of consumer-friendly news, I think. I mean, I'm sure there's some way that this could turn out negatively for us, but for now, I'm going to count it as a win. In terms of Valve updates guidelines for season passes on Steam, developers and publishers must commit to a release date for season pass content. For those of you who use season passes, I know that will probably be great because a lot of times, they can leave you hanging out there for a long time. And these new rules do also apply to DLC. Basically, they're saying if a developer isn't ready to commit to a date and to clearly communicate all their information, they shouldn't be putting it up. More to the point, if they are going to cancel a DLC or a season pass or anything along those lines, they also have to issue a refund. We see here on the Steamworks documentation page, what is a season pass? A season pass is a pack of current and future content, or DLC, that customers can buy with a single purchase. All of the DLC included in a season pass and each DLC's release timing will be displayed on the season pass store page. As content is released, customers who have purchased the season pass will gain access immediately. By offering a season pass, you are promising future content. In the process of launching a season pass, you'll be asked to commit to a launching time for each content release in the season pass. That launching time is a commitment to both customers and Steam. If you aren't ready to clearly communicate about the content included in each DLC and when each DLC will be ready for launch, you shouldn't offer a season pass on Steam. Selling a season pass has risks. Since you are promising the release of future content, you have to commit to completing that content on time. If customers don't like the content you're releasing in the season pass or the time of that content release, that will be reflected in sales and reviews. Oh my God, don't tell them that. Don't tell them that their choices have consequences. They won't understand that. They don't get that. Oh my God. Steam, what are you doing? Because a season pass is effectively a DLC pre-purchase. Creating a season pass on Steam has many of the considerations and restrictions as outlined in the document on pre-purchases. For these reasons, we will not offer a season pass except in a few rare cases with partners with which we have well-established relationship and have a proven track record on Steam. If you're considering offering a season pass for your game, it's a good idea to think about whether there's a customer benefit to buying the season pass. In exchange for buying the season pass up front, a customer might benefit from a lower overall price on all the content or extra content thrown in for free. Without a benefit, customers won't have much incentive to purchase a season pass. Oh my God. Steam, you're making way too much sense. I don't know that the game devs can handle this kind of logic. It makes, you're telling them that the customers aren't going to buy things if there's no incentive to buy them. What? I don't think they can handle this. I think this might be too much for them. Let's take a look at the guidelines down here. When a season pass is made available on Steam, it must include the following information: a list of all DLCs included in the pass, i.e. listing each of the 4 DLCs included in a pass, a basic description of the content that it's included in each DLC. For example, the first content release might be the Glitterlands expansion, new areas to explore, 2 new weapons, and new enemies. It's not required for the DLC to have a final name at the launch of the season pass. The information about the content in the DLC doesn't need to be detailed. Simply stating new weapons or 2 new weapons is acceptable. They don't have to list the exact weapons. Expected release date for each DLC, quarter, and year, i.e. January to March 2025, or season/year is acceptable. Of course, a date that's more precise is also fine, i.e. June 2025 or June 1st, 2025. A season pass must include at least 1 released DLC when it's made available for purchase, with the exception of season passes included in a pre-purchase of a deluxe edition. Interesting. So now what happens if they delay or cancel a DLC in a season pass? We understand that game development doesn't always go as planned. If you think you aren't going to be able to release a DLC into the season pass by the quarter you promised, we allow you to self-reschedule the release date 1 time only during the season pass. You can pick a new date up to 3 months later than you originally selected. If for some reason you need to delay more than that, please reach out to us directly. If you cancel a DLC in a season pass, customers will be offered a refund for the value of the unreleased DLC. Steam, I don't know how to tell you this, but the people you're dealing with don't understand this stuff. They're not going to be happy. I mean, gamers are going to be happy, but you're telling these people they have to be accountable and they have to do the things. They don't like to do the things. They just like to take the money. Note, under the Steam distribution agreement, you have provided a warranty to Valve that your DLC will conform in all respects to the descriptions provided to the customers, including promised release dates. Even if there has not yet been a customer complaint, Valve may take action if you delay a DLC more than a quarter, or 3 months, beyond the release window you originally promised. Actions include removing the season pass from sale on Steam, refunding all customers who purchased the season pass for the value of the unreleased DLC, or allowing customers the option of refunding the entire season pass. For the purposes of refunds, the value of the unreleased DLC will be decided in discussion with Valve. Valve may also take action if your season pass content is not released after 1 year has passed. Actions may include refunds to customers and removing the season pass from sale on Steam. Damn. Well, on one hand, I don't appreciate the fact that Steam allows DRM, and they admit many times you are just licensing your game instead of buying your game. Of course, they were forced to by law. I do like the fact that they are at least trying in some way to continue to provide customer protections. That's fantastic. Well, let's see here. Well, we don't need to know anything about setup or any of this other stuff, blah, blah, blah. Ooh. Let's see here. What's the difference between a season pass and a battle pass? A battle pass is similar but different to a season pass. In a battle pass setup, all content is added to a specific DLC or microtransaction at the start of a predefined gameplay season. And then battle pass holders can earn and unlock any or all of the content in the DLC through normal gameplay milestones. For example, win 10, 20, 30 games, and so on. This may happen very quickly for highly engaged players, or most slowly for more casual players, but the pace of unlock is controlled by the player's progress. For a season pass, you select when the content is released to the customers, and that release is not based on gameplay milestones. Somewhat muddying these two definitions is the fact that Many games creatively name their battle passes, sometimes even calling them season passes. But for the purposes of this documentation, we'll keep these functional definitions separate. Yeah, that's probably not a good idea on their part, the game developers, that is, because obviously many people aren't going to understand that. But overall, that is some good news for gamers, knowing now that there is a way to keep these people, or to keep developers accountable for their actions in terms of promising season passes or having pre-purchased something and not delivering on it. That is actually really nice. But that is the good news I had to share. Some actual customer protection, even though, you know, there's plenty of other problems to be upset about. It's good to look at the positives when they do pop up. That said, what do you think? Does this kind of thing make you happy? Do you not care? Do you think the puppies are adorable? Let me know how adorable you think my puppies are, and I look forward to reading what you have to say. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. If you really liked it, you can feel free to share it around, and I will catch you later.